Hi Leos, welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is your October 2017 reading. This is a general reading. It also includes career and financial energies and love and romance energies. So I'm going to start out this read. Welcome to those of you who are new. Thank you for those angel souls, whatever I was calling them, those spirits, those of you who are just starting to really connect and see the changes in their life for the positive because they're allowing these things to guide them and to lead them in the ways that they are praying to go, if that made sense. All right, I'm starting out with the Mary Queen of Angels deck by Doreen Virtue, and I'm asking Spirit to please provide those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Leo with a clearly defined word of prayer for when we go to close the reading at the end. Thank you. Now, I'm not going to look at that card right now, but what I am going to do is I'm going to look at the Wisdom of the House of Night deck by PC Cast and Colette Baron Reed. I'm going to then combine this deck with the Rider-Waite deck for further clarification as we go through each step of the Celtic spread before us. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Leo, male or female, because it's a general reading now on in through the month of October 2017. Career and finance, please. Career and finance. Leo. Thank you. All right. All right, so for some of you, not all of you, because these messages are from multiple energies, all right? If you want me to do a personal reading, which is pulling your direct energies, you can contact me at this email address, and the information is listed below. The card representing your current life path when it comes to career and finances is maybe some of you, Leos, are feeling invisible. That's not good for a Leo. The card crossing that speaks of denial. Have you been in denial of something when it comes to career and finances? And now for some reason, some of you, not all of you, may be feeling invisible to those around you. Now I'm going to clarify. Again, this is the Wisdom of the House of Night deck, and I'm combining it with the Rider-Waite deck for further clarification. Leos, please. Career and finance. October 2017. Pardon me. Ugh. All right. So, I am so sorry for whomever this is representing, okay? Somebody is really bummed out about something financially. But, you know, it's like you're reminiscing on the pain and anguish and frustration of the past that each of these swords represents. But each of these swords also represent a battle that you had to go through to become much stronger spiritually. So now you can take down those swords and you can start letting the sun shine back in. Because I think maybe you were making yourself invisible as you were mourning the past. Now, the denial card that's crossing it is saying that some of you are or have been in denial when it comes to a love offer or a financial offer, since this is a financial reading. Hearing a message of an offer, but been in denial of that. And this is career and finances. Maybe some of you are in denial of some sort of love offer at work or... Okay, so in your thoughts, we've got the fragment card, okay? This is just seeing a small piece of a big puzzle and trying to keep your heart open to the many opportunities or offers that may come up. So, you know, even when you're working for a company, you can always go out and put in applications and go to those interviews and observe what's transpired, build on your CV or resume, pray to Spirit and listen to your intuition, and then move into the next and see what they have to offer you. keeping your heart open to all kinds of opportunities is what's going to fulfill you with the knowledge that you need to remember about yourselves at this time. What you have to offer in your foundation. Some of you are afraid to move forward because you're not quite sure where this path is leading you. Know that the moon represents hope, and that hope is shining on your path. Without hope, things would be awful dark. So it's time to at least have hope and understanding that what Spirit's trying to do is bring a renewal into your life, some sort of fulfillment. And this is your gift. You are being offered a new path in prosperity and love. So at some point, some of you just weren't getting the attention you felt you deserved. And maybe you were in denial about someone offering love. And I have to bring all of these messages in. Some of you were only seeing a fragment of a situation. And I feel like also career is in there. Just in self-acknowledgement of what you have to offer in this beautiful path. So move forward knowing what it is that you want and go after. Take the steps towards that fulfillment at this time. It's like you're being reborn and Spirit's saying, or I'm asking, where is it you want to go now? What is it you want to do with your life? In the recent past, maybe you heard a message or you received messages that got you kind of up in your head. Maybe it was a message of love. And you were in denial of the situation, or because you didn't see an entire situation. In the next few weeks, we've got rigid. Okay, so for some reason, you guys, it appears to me like you're not seeing a whole situation. This is career and finances, but I feel it could be mirroring a love situation too, because there's so many cups here. Spirit wants to give you guys a brand new path of fulfillment. And you have the next 4 to 6 weeks to decide. Are you going to butt up against this wall of someone else's, or are you building a wall of your own? Because this is what you have control over. If you feel like someone's building a wall, in their own path, because we're each in our own path, dealing with our own issues and spirituality, that person could be completely working on something in their own path and not even really intending to look like a wall or feel like a wall to someone else, if that makes sense. So in the next 4 to 6 weeks, some of you are worried because you feel like there's some sort of wall built between you and maybe children or someone or people from your past. So, I'm sorry, is in the next few weeks. So this is what you're going to be experiencing. Going up against a wall, worried about being invisible to the family and children because you want to follow maybe a new path, but you're wondering what this path will lead you towards. This is some of you, not all of you. These could be different messages. In the next 4 to 6 weeks, you guys have control over realizing that we are never trapped. This bird's sticking out its chest and trying to act strong, but the door's been open in the back the entire time. We can always choose when we want to take our mind and our body in whatever direction we so choose. We have that freedom here on earth. So get clear with yourself about your boundaries. Get clear with yourself about your goals. And present those to people. And if they don't respect your boundaries and have the same goals as you do moving forward, then know that you have the energies of the Queen of Swords sword to cut away from a path and to start anew. because you're respecting your own boundaries and your own goals. So cut yourself free from the cage completely. If that's what needs to be done for some of you, all right, so Spirit wants to talk to you guys about where it is you feel you belong. Where it is that's going to, or what it is that's going to bring, or who it is that's going to bring you peace, joy, contentment, and happiness. Look at what happiness is for you at this time. Is it family? Is it children? Is it being free and traveling? Set those goals and boundaries and then free yourself in your hopes and fears position. Fearing that maybe the same cycles are going to go on and always bring you back the same results because you aren't stopping and changing the process. If you change things up in some direction, know with great hope that Spirit's bringing in a new path when it comes to creativity, finances, and career. In your outcome position, for some reason, there is chaos because someone's coming in that you're connected to. And somehow you are addicted to this person, place, situation, circumstance. And really, it's up to you to decide if you want to stand in that darkness with negativity or if you want to break your chains and release yourself to travel, to take some sort of educational path. Learning more about someone who is young, who is difficult. It's like you want to go through this doorway, but it's being blocked by a cement wall. And the High Priestess is saying, because it's not the right doorway. We're trying to light your path for you so you can find peace, joy, contentment, and happiness. And Spirit's saying that as you come to the realization that no matter which way you put these cups, that these cups are empty, that the end of that path has come. It no longer serves you. That now you can take the confidence with your horse and go across the world or the desert and go into your own path. Some of you need to really take a look and see if your connection to another business or another person is fair and balanced. Are you receiving as much as you give? If not, they're going to assist you when it comes to letting go. Some of you want to run away and be playful. Just sneak away from it all. And the High Priestess of Fire is here to help you to take steps in the direction of what could very well be a soulmate connection. But now is a time of being honest with yourself. Whether this is a soul contract instead of a soul connection, and it's a soul contract with a business. Be not only honest with others, but to yourself first. Should you give something another try that's put you through a hard time? Because we have freedom of choice. Or should you lay down the path and move forward? Take some time in the month of October to really look at the battle you've been through and to think about how you will use your final sword. Because if you really focus on meditating and asking Spirit for clarity and guidance, things are going to become very clear for you guys. Messages are going to come in and you're going to finally have some clear understanding of a situation. And that may bring things to a time of difficulty when it comes to making a choice. Do you want to stay stuck or do you want to get up and move forward? This could be finances or love. Because until you take that blindfold off, till you maybe go and get that training or education or you know, take an online course and add it to your resume, CV, whatever. You could very well, if you take these steps, because Spirit waits around, the angels wait for you to do something, and if you take steps and you get your energies flowing and you think about things, Spirit uses their wings to line up that blessing for you. But if you don't take the steps, they don't have energy to work with. So, pardon me, I can't ignore that they're showing you as being, some of you, not all of you, very financially independent. Putting closure to an old path and climbing to a higher level spiritually, because you've learned something in your path, some of you, and you're in a higher level. So better things come. Better experiences, better people. All right, so let's get into love. We're going to do romance. Love and romance energies, but I'm not going to divide them between coupled and singles, only because they get intertwined and it's too much energy for me to sit and do in this short of a reading. So I'm moving on and just doing love and romance. Dear Lord, Spirit guides and angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Leo, male or female, because it's a general reading. Whoa, sticky situation. Leo's love and romance energies, October 2017. Thank you. Okay. So the card representing your current life path here on Earth at this time is that you are ready. What are you ready for? Opportunity to come shining down upon you. Again, I don't know if I said, that was the Angel Answers deck by Doreen Virtue. It's absolutely beautiful and bright and shiny and happy. And I'm combining that with the Rider-Waite deck so we can clarify each position of the Celtic spread before us for the month of October 2017, love and romance. Woo! So if some of you already know where it is you're going, what it is you want to accomplish, you're ready and you are shining like the sun. You look like a trophy. You're like a kid again. And it's awesome because as you're giving off that bright, beautiful aura and all those positive energies, you're going to be drawing positive experiences and people and everything towards you. And look at that, for some of you who are single, when you're shining and bright, people can't help but notice you. And in drops that red cloth representing love, romance, engagement, you name it. So opportunity should be coming in at any time. And you're going to receive it in some form of message, and it's going to be a very fresh or new opportunity, maybe that you hadn't heard of before. In your thoughts position, you're going to be excited because there are big, happy changes happening. Now, yeah, some of you may have received a message from an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or has that in their chart where they are offering some sort of opportunity. And there are big happy changes. I think you just need to remember in this passion to ground yourself to some extent. In your foundation, you have helpful people around you, helpful angels around you. We have you going within with the Hermit energies, learning from an experience, a life path, and trying to figure out how you're going to move forward differently. Going really deep within. Maybe even being helped by a Virgo. In the recent past, there were peaceful resolutions, and that calmed you down. And now comes opportunity in a message tied to big happy changes. But in the next few weeks, Spirit is asking that you get more information. We are never stuck, so don't let your figment of your imagination fool you. Look at, we're never trapped in any situation. We only think we are. So we can take our mind and body and we can move in whatever direction we so choose at any time. We're never stuck. We don't have to put a title on anything. In the next 4 to 6 weeks, you have control over making up your mind. Now, when a love offer comes in, it looks like a big, beautiful, great love offer and could very well be. But before you let someone over the river and into your heart, you make sure you check that cup and you make sure, is it overflowing with love, prosperity, and abundance? Or is it half empty? Spirit's saying, reconsider. Take some time in the next 2 to 3 weeks to get more information about big, happy changes and passion. Spirit's saying now is a good time to ask for help from others. Maybe when it comes to balance. Because if you're not receiving what it is you're giving, then it's not a balanced connection. And when we're off balance, see, this one's nice and balanced. When we're off balance, we become unhappy. It's only when we're balanced that we start to be fulfilled. So between these exciting, happy changes and getting more information, we go from passion and excitement to feeling stuck to, is this even balanced? And you talking to others about this. Some of you, not all of you. Now, in your hopes and fears position, you're hoping that things happen according to perfect timing. Everything will just fall together, and that's good, because if that is what you are asking Spirit for, they will present it to you, but they may not present it to you in the form you were thinking. In your outcome position, there's no need to worry. Spirit's saying, hand all your worries to Spirit and ask for the goals to come true that you can manage here on earth. There's no need to worry about finding a position of leadership and authority. But Spirit's also saying for someone that there's no need to worry when it comes to connecting with a fire sign. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. The card representing the entire reading is in the near future. You could be Mrs. Earth sign. So, when you send messages out to others, know that the messages are going to be returned to you at some point, maybe in the next 3 to 6 weeks. And Spirit's saying yes with an exclamation mark. That there is going to be success in this brand new path, this brand new beginning. That sometimes can be scary, but because it's being offered to you by the universe, you are claiming victory over the past. Spirit's asking that you guys remember what you've learned when it comes to romance.
Every once in a while.
When it comes to what you've built here. Because this is what made you into who you are now. And of course you should reminisce, and of course you can have those memories, but it's now time to apply the skill, the knowledge, the spiritual knowledge that you've learned from this experience, and to move forward into a new path with that knowledge and experience so that you can have a more fulfilled path. For some of you, Spirit's saying you can go from complete heartache to believing. Here you are receiving a lot of attention. Messages came. Maybe someone called out to you. Somebody traveled and visited. You were working hard. This person came in. You put too much energy into a connection, and then the person closed off. Whoever that was for. That was a harsh lesson. And maybe that's why Spirit's saying just wait right now, okay? Again, you know, I'm only pulling in various messages, and I do hear that they do apply, and thank you for telling me that. And people are using these videos as spiritual tools to, as they go through the energy, the time of the energy is about 1.5 to 2 months. They listen to the video at different times, and at each time they hear different messages. And that by the end of their reading, they will have learned things that didn't make sense in the beginning when they get to the very end. So it's almost like a story of the path you are on. And you can connect right through the video for guidance and for, hopefully, positive energy from me. All right, so we have a few minutes here. I want to do a circle spread for you guys. This is the Sacred Circle Tarot by Anna Franklin and Paul Mason. Dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sign of Leo with clearly defined messages regarding their life path here on Earth at this time. Spiritual guidance messages, please. Thank you. Okay. Well, Leos, now is the time for adventure. Be like the King of Wands. Start setting those goals. Start meeting those goals. It seems like you've already maybe started, and now you're getting to the point where you can actually apply those goals. In your mental aspect, some of you are definitely thinking about a Gemini or someone you really connect with. And I felt that in the last reading. So let's clarify. Adventure, maybe going and visiting and traveling or celebrating a new business or celebrating a home move or celebrating an engagement of sorts. The card crossing that is the Lover's card. Being clear with others about your boundaries and your goals. Okay. So you're on an adventure, you're having fun, and then we've got like the Queen of Swords energies coming in where the Lover's card is. So it could be that some of you get blocked because you're on some sort of adventure, and this Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini comes in. Yeah, into your mental aspects position. All right, Leos. So in your relationship sector, we've got restriction. Some of you just won't open up, or someone won't open up to you, and Spirit's saying, well, then head in a new direction when it comes to passion and finances. We're offering you a new path. If you're restricted, let's move on. In your creative inspirations position, we've got skill. So use your skill. It's in your creative inspirations position. Don't be afraid of where this skill could lead you. The moon represents hope. Hope is lighting your path. Without hope, it would be dark. So have hope. Apply the skill. Spirit is putting it here to tell you that if you do apply those energies, they will assist you with blessings. In your actions position, we've got the Lord. Taking action to become the Lord of your own path. And that means cutting ties, breaking the chains of people, places, and things we may be addicted to that we know are not healthy for us. So taking big control of our path. In your emotional aspects position, we've got the Green Man. Okay, so as you are taking these steps, testing skills, thinking about maybe starting a small business or just wanting to do a hobby, then in your actions position, as you're moving forward, everything starts growing around you. You start having all this beautiful growth on you, and each step you take helps the flowers to turn green and purple and yellow as you take each step, and you're wondering, what is happening with my emotions? Everything is starting to work because I cut negativity out of my path. They're confirming that because you laid down the battle. As soon as you lay down the battle, beautiful things are going to evolve in front of you, and it's going to make you emotional in October 2017. So in your subconscious, we've got rebirth. Some of you are ready to just take a new step in a new path. Pardon me, and there you go. You're being reborn spiritually, and now understanding that through this spiritual educational advancement, you have now been offered a gift from the universe when it comes to creativity, to finances, and or career. So in your practical matters position. It's all about being the respectful, beautiful gentleman or lady, and what the right choices are. Taking off the blindfold and looking clearly at a situation. What is best for you, so that you don't have to cover your heart anymore. You don't have to stay stuck anymore. How do you get up and start taking steps in an adventure that would fulfill you most importantly? If you're restricted in something, then step into a new path when it comes to career and finances. You have got an ace of career and finances here, coming out of the restriction of a relationship, and then adventure and a new business or home location and rebirth, because you're excited and being reborn into this path being blessed to you from heaven. Awesome. So your inner strengths position speaks of the Chariot. Well, you've got it in you to hop, skip, and jump in your train, plane, or automobile and head off in a direction and start taking those steps and not worrying about where exactly this is leading you, because you know that Spirit is telling you it's time for an adventure. And at the point where you make this move, you're going to be working on this skill and seeing how you can become who you've wanted to always become, and you're being reborn to do so. Maybe some of you have the inner strength or will have the inner strength in October. I can't help but look at this. If this person's traveling in to see this person, and either that person doesn't see the gift coming, is what I'm feeling, or they're just kind of at the end of it's not ever going to work. Wow. So the card representing the entire reading is the Success card. Okay, and that's awesome. It's like working through your path to cut out what doesn't serve you, to grab onto the aces, to get yourself in a new direction, to grow, prosper, and find contentment, to be willing to take and travel and see what is available to you in this world. And it's awesome because things are being born in this number 1 year, right about this time. So you're going to start seeing success on the other side of when maybe you didn't. And why? Because you're stepping into a brand new world. Like I said, being born. You've gone full circle when it comes to this path over here, this life path. And you now understood or understand what this path was meant to teach you about you. So now it's time to confidently step into a brand new path where you're going to change. You're going to recover from the pain. You're going to look in a different situation where you can see there is an opportunity for growth. This new path is going to lead you to a larger offer when it comes to finances. For some of you, you may spend some time connecting on an adventure with a lover situation. Even though you feel restricted, there's going to be something you're reborn from or through this adventure. It could be for some of you from a lady. And she's going to help for you to understand an adventure within yourself and how you can manifest a beautiful path. And I don't know who that was for, but that was a specific energy. Yes, there's a reminder here that when we let go of something, yes, there is a sacrifice. But sometimes we have to go through difficulty to get to the blessing on the other side, and that is the way the paths are headed at this time. Your word of prayer is patience. I trust in divine timing. And as we close, I'm going to read from the book. God's timing is perfect, as this card reminds you. When you pray for help, that is heard and answered. If your prayer involves other people, their free will decisions influence the timing of the outcome. Heaven knows this and devises ingenious solutions that arrive at exactly the right moment. You receive this card as a reminder to have patience with God's plans and solutions. If you try to control, to force, or to push your own agenda, you may miss out on an infinitely better alternative. Ask Mother Mary to help you to demonstrate her infinite patience and trust in God's timing. So for some of you, find something to do in the meantime. Focus on a project, a skill, compromise with others, focus on what fulfills you most, and take some time to look at things from every perspective. Because I think you guys are going to see the light to this new path, and you're going to be enlightened by somebody who is different than the people you knew. Okay, and this person, I don't know so much that their cup is going to be open or not, but I know that there's something about them that's going to change a part of you. I don't know why. Please write me and let me know. For those of you who are interested in a personal read, I'm available at the email address below. Thank you for stopping by. I hope to see you again in the near future. Take care and God bless.